On the back we have them, the nutritions and the ingredients. However, I've also
Right, because you stick it up in a sneeze guard, they can't see it.
Right.
what works well is if you take something along this size right here, and you have one for each of the selections. We punch a hole, we put it in a key ring, and then you put it into the olive bar so the
And you chain
customers
it.
can,
So,
But it's
all
key
right.
ringed in,
Right,
and
we
it's
gotta make sure that
laminated.
they don't get lost too. So,
Right.
That's
all
part
right,
of the
and
inventory.
then we have one card of those for every one of our things.
Every olive will have a card. And as it's highlighted in a tasty trio, we have
I love this whole
decals.
idea. I really like the way you do that.
This is what's going to drive your
I
sales.
get that.
This is what makes us different from everybody else, because everybody can give you a green pitted seasoned olive.
Right.
Everybody can give you a
You're-
bigger
you're-
and better
now you're
Calamata.
here, yes.
Everybody can do that. My challenge over the years, and the thing is, I've had to go back and answer. I am such a pain in the butt. I ask for reports to find out what your dogs are and why they aren't moving, and then I'll go to merchandisers. Why isn't this moving? What's happening?
Right.
Is it not in the pans? And then I say, well, no wonder it's not doing good in sales, because I just looked at 20 reports and the pans are empty. It's not even in the mix. So we
this
monitor
would,
that.
this would be the only thing different to my program now that I have that you're saying will increase my sales.
That is going to drive your sales, to increase your profit margins.
Right.
What I put on here for you.
So like, show me what the cost is on like
Well,
these 6.
So it's two things that we have
What
to
that
accomplish.
mix would be on a bar.
And that's, and again, you gotta remember, we're just beginning the conversations.
Mhm.
So we have two things that are important. One is to increase your profit margins.
Right.
And two, you wanna drive sales.
Right.
So here are some items that will be at a lower price point that we will promote to increase your profit margins, along
Mhm.
with the pickles that aren't on here. If we add even 2, 3 pickles, it's gonna increase your profit
Right.
margins. Our second
So,
salad,
so this is like the, show me where this is.
and these are just
me
fresh
what that
garlic
is.
and peppers. So,
Fresh garlic and peppers, wow. You think this will move?
I've seen it move.
Really?
It does.
You have
move.
this anywhere?
It's been,
I'm sorry, what was the question?
You have this garlic and peppers anywhere in this in the marketplace? How's it performing?
Key food does very well.
Really?
It's actually one
It's
of all those better items too.
yeah.
Get out.
We just we're starting.
Why I don't have
It's a
this?
desensitized
No?
garlic.
I don't have this.
What is it, Patty? Desensitized.
It's a desensitized garlic, which if you try and get them, it's not easy.
Oh my
Getting,
God.
This is the garlic that's not going to repeat on you.
it's not gonna
No?
pump out of your
Oh,
pores
is that
hours
true?
later.
Really?
Yeah.
Regular
Well,
garlic, forget
That I'm gonna save the garlic piece for later, but I gotta try the pepper piece. You're
What?
gonna, yeah. This is. So what's the cost on this?
The cost on that,
$365.
So if this is $365, and
This
you're saying
one
every
out of-
olive bar should have this as part of their mix, right?
well, I'll explain to you. Out of these, that's the higher priced one. I can let you know from my experience, this item has done very well.
Really?
Choice.
So that's why I was saying to increase your profit margins. Everybody goes up to an olive bar to find something different.
But Joyce,
Mm-hmm.
this is the key thing. If you say 365 is too expensive, okay, I need it to be this, then we'll mix other things in it.
We
to
can
get
add a
to that.
jalapeno. We can add anything to it.
Try the garlic. It doesn't
No,
taste
I'm gonna
like-
hold on
It
that.
doesn't taste like that.
I got Easter Sunday coming up, and that nothing's gonna ruin my stomach for Easter Sunday. But very good. Oh my God, that's really good.
Those are the,
This right here, this olive salad, hot
Mm-hmm.
without pits, I personally have done over 400 road shows for Costco. I helped do their very first road show ever at Costco. Now you go in and you see 20, 30 vendors, not CVS with the, beans, not those guys. These are, you bring in the vendor, did the very first one, and not only do I do them in the Northeast, all throughout the country. This item right here was the creation of the original hot pitted olive salad that every olive company was a creation that I created from doing the Costco roadshows, from getting feedbacks from the members. We would say, oh, mix this with this, and if we added a Salonica pepper and a hot jalapeno. This, over 400 roadshows, was consistently, for the most part, in the top 3. Sometimes it would go to 5.
Pick that up.
It then became a permanent item in many
That would be
regions in
clever.
Costco.
In the
And
Northeast,
in
Advanced-
Northeast,
advanced
it
hygiene.
went in and out, it became an in and out.
So
Mhm.
good.
This Greek mosaic,
I think it would do better in the Midwest than
yes,
here, but
and we've tried it in brines and oils, but that, the price point is
that's
so
good.
amazing, that will drive, or that will increase your profit
I know, I
margin.
tried it, I
The
love it.
olives of the world are gonna drive your sales, because it's so
Right.
unique and fun and
that's what I'm very
exciting.
interested in.
So your price
So I
point
see
is
what
gonna
you're
be
doing.
slightly higher, but we need to bring in the lower things to
Right.
appreciate, we have
So
two
how many is
things.
this all together? 1, 2.
And I can go on and on. We can create salads
So what's this together with this?
as far as price point.
Like if you had a perfect olive bar, you saying taking this, this,
If you,
and then my top sellers.
if
Well,
you,
how many pans are we
we could
looking
go
at?
up to 20. I can do an 8, a 10, a 12, a 14, 16. I will design for you personally. I'm not gonna pass on anybody. I'll design for you
Can you do
pans
that?
per
Can you give
stores
me
by
a,
demographic regions.
an 8 pan, a 10
Yes,
pan, a 12
yes.
pan? An analysis on what's gonna be in there.
Yep.
What the profit's gonna be, what the items are gonna be, and what my cost is
Give
on
you
that
your
bar.
exact mix, because,
And your margin.
And my
and
margin.
I'll do it all off of recommendations, keeping your, when I
Up
said
to the
earlier,
22 pan.
you like it, you love it, and you gotta have it. You gotta have all three.
What's
You
your
gotta
ideal
have the
margin?
staples.
Huh?
What's your ideal margin?
60.
Okay.
That's where I would like to be.
Okay. And you're-
Where I'm averaging out is 58.
What's your shrink?
That's something that I didn't pull up lately,
Okay.
but I will pull that up to,
Yeah, if you
so
can
this
let
way I
us
can
know
know that.
that. And,
Do you have
And-
an
and
exit
then-
strategy for the olives on the bar?
For right now, no. If I were to change out one for another, I can look at the exit strategy and maybe look at how we're gonna convert this over. That would be another whole plan.
Do you have,
I have
do you
to-
have suggestions?
Yeah, we can introduce a packaged product, you know, take
Mhm.
the leftover product, okay, it's still good,
Right.
okay, and do a whole prepackage. They pack it at store level
A repackaged store
Right.
level.
with
which
labels
will
and
work, I
everything.
think,
And a metal, it'll be a metal.
most people repack everything except for maybe 2 or
Depending on
3.
the end.
That's
Right.
usually industry
Can't just
standard.
throw
Right.
everything in.
We already have a repack
Store
program,
that's good.
supplies.
Okay.
but I already have a repack program.
Okay.
I have
How
a
they
repack
utilize it.
program for stores that don't have olive bars.
Okay.
They repack them and they sell them
That's a
at
lot of business. That's a big
huge.
business.
That's a lot of path marks. That's a lot, and we sell those by the code instead of by the olive bar. And
Also, you can
they'll-
get different retails.
so we
for
can get
specific
different.
items.
We can, but we like to keep it within the same.
You know, a lot of people, okay,
That's
don't
good.
want to eat off of a bar.
Exactly.
Mm,
Exactly.
more and more, as a matter of
I
fact.
mean, Delalo had that repackaged program that failed terribly, done by them, because it was submerged in oil. So over 55% of the product was oil and the rest was olives.
Which one you talking about?
The square,
Oh, the little square thing,
Right.
the repack.
Right.
The repacks now.
yeah,
Would you believe those are doing extremely well for us?
really, Costco and BJ's just got rid of it.
It's believe it or not.
Are you
it's
$5.99 on that?
We were $4.99, which is a good price point. There are some stores I just actually raised the price a little bit.
That's a
$5.49.
7-ounce,
It's a 7-ounce.
They
Right?
vary. Some are
Gross.
7 and some are 8, depending on the.
Right.
but that's the gross weight.
No, they do
No.
drained weight on the brine items and gross weight on the oils, which make it
Okay.
very confusing to the consumer.
And when
not
I
the
started
same
looking
brand.
at this, when they first presented to me, I told them it's not going to sell. I said first of all, I wouldn't have enough to buy to cover my family. So I said, but I'm thinking about it now. When I see how good this is doing for us, a lot of people don't want a lot of olives. They want something to decorate a dish. They want something to accessorize the cheese. They want,
Right.
you know,
It's
it's
not-
more of a
And that's,
One of the
piece that
biggest
they can.
problems on an olive bar, okay, and we have customers who've changed over, okay, is she goes shopping, okay, she wants to buy a pound of olives.
Right.
Okay, is she taking 6 containers and buying 6 varieties? No, they're throwing it all in one container.
Right.
So everything that they buy is a medley.
Yeah, it's a
okay?
mix.
There's a lot of retailers now who do that party tray, with the 6 different compartments, and they separate it. At least you know what you're tasting, opposed to one big mix of products.